and magical. If you are born on this day, your nature is one of honesty and truth. You are a compassionate and fair person who fights for the rights of others. You have a great imagination and are willing to work hard to manifest your inspirational ideas. Take some time for yourself to replenish your energy. Dancing, having a creative business, praying and meditating are all activities that can feed your spirit. Namaste. Hello, Alexis. How are
Hello,
you?
Bobby.
Why?
I
Why?
am well, Bobby.
Oh,
Hi,
nice
Alexis.
to see you here. Why are we like this? Where did Pablo go? Pablo just left us?
He was probably called away to some important emergency somewhere, but hopefully he'll come back.
I know, right? So, welcome to my channel. This is the first time I have Alexis here. I see her all over Hubs, and last night was the round table. I think was it the round table?
Yes,
Was it
it
last night?
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
saw that.
it was to get cooking people involved in HAPS, and
that's
at the
right.
end, we made a decision to have a cooking scope on soup, and we're going to bring. I said, let's do it next Saturday because everybody's usually off on a Saturday or so, and so I rounded up about 20 people that actually cook. And I would love for you to join us, Bobby, and cook a soup.
Definitely. I have a couple of my recipes have been published in America, nevertheless. When my friend, I am a big cook. My husband, though, is like a genius. He used to be invited in 5-star hotels to cook. He makes the meanest curry ever. And and I mean, like when my friend came from America and her mom tasted this, I do this liver soup, right? Liver with red wine and onions. And yeah, they published that in the cooking book, is in America. And my pizza, okay, is published in the book. She's from Indiana. So yeah, she published this book, but she put a couple of my recipes and stuff. But yeah, I make a lot of soups. I mean, like I'm the soup genius, and that's the only way I can get my teenage son to eat because he hates vegetables. So I just wheeze them to death, and boom, add that cream, and he's got the soup. And all I say is, "Oh, mommy, it's just carrots and potato soup." It's all the time he's just eating carrots and potato, but in fact, I have everything in there. So yeah, my son is not keen on vegetables pretty much, but I love soups. Cook a lot of soups, and you know what I love? Uh, there was this. It's like memorable food. Food is so sexy, and food is beautiful. I love food, and it's like the best plate of food in my life that I can still taste could have been, I don't know, when I lived in St. Helena, passing through Cape Town, by the marina was this restaurant. I remember like now with open glass and beautiful. And I ordered this seafood platter, right? It came there, like, the Chinese woks, and it was still sizzling, full of like seafood. And it was full, I don't know, the butter, the everything. It was so perfect that even now, I don't know how many years later, is it 14, 15 years later, 16 years, I don't know, I can still taste it. I could just close my eyes, think of the whole day. It was just magical. That is like, I don't know, have you guys had like such a magical plate of food that you can bring yourself and you can taste that food? Anybody else? And what was that food? Let me share your memorable food. I want to know.
Well, I recently learned to make Jamaican curry chicken because, as I call her, the executive director around here is from Jamaica, and she loves curry. And we've been around together for like 8 years, and I've never, ever, I've never even thought about attempting to make it. Like, I'm not going to try and make curry for somebody from Jamaica. And the other day she's like, "Why haven't you ever made me curry?" And I'm like, because that would be like crazy. And so I did it. It was super memorable. It was absolutely amazing. Hang on one second. My 7-year-old's asking me a question. I'll mute myself. Well, he just wants to let you know he likes curry too. Yes.
Oh, that's good.
And I got to be real with you. Like, I have always just been kind of like a white meat, no bone breast chicken person. And I bought a chicken and I chopped that thing up and all that marrow got in there and all that good stuff. And she said, wow, this is like real Jamaican curry. And I mean, we ordered the right curry, powder and everything. So it will be a huge memory to have her say that I did it, because I was so scared. I'm like, oh my, never make curry again. But no, I think we literally went the next day. She's like, I got to have it again.
And I love fish soup. Fish soup in Anguilla, so beautiful. I don't know, they made it with snapper or what, and then they put some croutons on top and like toast it, and then some cheese, and oh, it's just heavenly. And it's this particular restaurant, Ripples, that does it so good, so good. But yeah, there are some foods that kind of remind you of certain things and tastes of my youth, right? It's weird. My son laughs at me. I like stuffing. I did stuffing. I just add boiled water, right? I cover it on a plate. I put a knob of butter and a bunch of feta cheese on top, and I just eat it, because that reminds me of my youth. Because my mom used to make this thing for breakfast for us when we were little kids. I grew up during communist regime, so food was scarce. It's not like you pop in a shop and just buy anything. It was rationed, so you get a kilo of sugar per family for whatever, a month or what have you. So is everything rationed? Yeah. So pretty much pieces of bread, and she used to fry them in a little bit of butter, and she used to put like these pieces of meat if we had it, but it's dried meat. We used to hang that during winter, and with herbs, lots of oregano and sage, and with onions. So it tastes exactly like stuffing that they sell in the shop, except that the bread here is very crumbly, it's like very thin, like when you make the stuffing. But ours was proper pieces of bread that you cut, but it's the same taste. And that reminds me of my youth. And every time it's like comfort food. I just make a stuffing. So I buy lots of boxes. That people at the shop just looks at me weird, but I always have like 2-3 boxes of stuffing in there, because if I need something, I just get a bit of stuffing. And feta cheese is always in my house. I eat everything with feta cheese. Now, I don't know what Pablo, what's your favorite dish, and any memorable dish out there?
Yeah, recently actually I made what's called chilaquiles divorciados with my mom. It's a dish where you take tortillas, you cut them up, and then you fry them, and then you place them in salsa. So one side was red and the other side was green. So that's why they're called divorced chilaquiles.
Yeah.
And then you take those and you split them in the halves, and then you take a steak and you cook the steak, cut that up, place it on top, add some queso fresco and some cream, and that was the dish. Here, I'll upload a photo of what it looked like.
Yeah, I want to see that. That sounds good. Richie, todos podemos hacer lo mismo que ustedes estar varios en el live. So he's saying, would you like to come on my broadcast sometimes live? No?
No, Richie, he's asking if every user can do what you're doing and invite multiple people.
Yes, yes.
Sí, puedes también hacer eso.
Sí, Richie, sí. Tú puedes hacer troppo people. Yes. Did I say that good?
It was okay. Richie, hasta 7 personas puedes tener en tu broadcast.
Sí.
All right, here comes the chilaquiles rellenos. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, iPhone does this weird thing where it exports in HEIC instead of JPEG. So 1 second. It's going to take longer than anticipated.
Hold on, it's Banner Man. Oh, you found a wife? My future wife. Where is it? Did Banner find a wife? Hold on. Wow. Where is it? Or
Bobby,
does it
you don't know who that is?
No. Does it mean you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he
I
got
didn't
down
know.
on one knee and asked me to marry him and everything. I said he has to stop smoking first, okay? So
Oh my God, is that for reals? Is that something happening, or are you
it's a
pulling my
haps
leg?
thing.
You know what? Listen, I would believe it, because you see, on Periscope we had so many people get hitched. Now I want to know, of course, yeah, I have a first already. It's done and dusted. I've done a first on Hubs. I was the first to reach 1 million. Now who's gonna be the first to get married? To get hitched on Hubs? We're gonna have a Hubs wedding. Okay, we're going to do it, and you're going to have your screen live. We're going to celebrate with you. And yeah. Oh,
There's the chilaquiles.
I'm like, what's that on top?
That is cilantro and cheese.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Oh,
looks good.
it looks good. I want some. Yeah.
Really yummy.
CS Murphy, you are invited. You have to get out of here and come down this way. Yes, I'm taking out for supper. That's good. Hey, everybody. So yo VIP on Periscope, pero yo se termina, creo, me mudare asa. I didn't get that, but hey, listen, guys, that gets me. The VIP on Periscope. Sorry, Pablo. Let me get to that. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me break it down to you, just like Will Smith will do it in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because I have a cap on, and that's how I'm going to talk. So when people used to come here for the first days from Periscope, and, oh, I had a badge, oh, I'm VIP, mate, please, this is Hubs. This is a new home. When you move to new home, you don't go telling your neighbors, yo, I was very famous in my old neighborhood because I used to make all these cheesecakes for the old grannies down the road. They loved me. No, this is a new home. Go live. Create your community here. We are Hubsters now, okay? So create your community, build it up, and they, of course, going to give you a VIP badge. Don't get hung up in VIP badges and this and that. But instead, add value on this platform. Invite people, grow this platform, and then you get your badges, you get your VIPs and all that stuff. Now, at the moment, is about growing the community and bringing everybody in. Okay? That's it. Don't get hung up. Yeah, I tell them. Of course, I tell them. I speak my mind, That's how it is. My perfect dish from a restaurant is a seafood platter from The Hut in Calabash, NC. NC is
North Carolina.
Okay, thank you. Anyone remember how Jimmy Durante used to sign off? Good night, Mrs. Calabash, whatever you Nice. So it's seafood platter. Nice. Yeah. This weekend, and I'm excited. Oh, well, congratulations. Hold on. Carlianda. Okay. Oh, you getting married, but you didn't meet your other half on Hubs. So I mean, like a proper Hubs wedding. So you meeting somebody, you falling in love on Hubs, and boom, you getting married. And we are all celebrating with you. But hey, congratulations. That's a life
Bobby.
sentence for you. Hello, CS Murphy.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, man.
What's going on, everybody?
Chilling with Bobby.
Yeah, seems to be a thing to do these days. Got it going on here.
Hey, Bobby, Kim Carolina, that you read that? Kim Carolina is she's my booker. She does stuff for me. She's awesome. I got to say a big shout out to Kim Carolina for all the work she's doing as an assistant and a booker, and she's just amazing. And I love you, Kim.
Hold on now. Let me recap a little bit. Is Kim Carolina also the lady that contacted me a few weeks ago before you joined Hubs to tell me, or just the day you joined Hubs or something like that, to tell me about this amazing friend she has called Rev? And I would really like you to invite him on your coffee chat because you'd love him, she said, and he's amazing. Right? So before you joined Hubs, that's what she said. A long like message she wrote that I should have you on my coffee chat with Bobby because I would love you. And I already do. We have so many plans, to do our R&B show. It sounds like R&B music, which I love, but it's a Rev and Bobby show. So stay tuned every Saturday. Me and him gonna be like, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. That's
Wow,
it.
nice.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, wow. I would listen to that one on my bike rides. I love that song. And yes, that is Kim Carolina. And Kim, I think I told you that Bobby shared that message with me. And thank you, Bobby. It was a beautiful message, Kim. And again, love you very much. Thank you for everything you do.
Kim Carolina can be my bookie any day if she sends such beautiful messages. But yes, I sent it to you because I wanted to tell you how highly of you she thought of you. So it's always nice when you receive messages, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and yeah, just feel free to DM me all kinds of nice messages, people. No, it is great, and the feedback we get here so quickly from people, there's nothing like it. I've seen some broadcasts on here that can't be done on CNN. They can't be done on cable. They're interviews that last a while, and they go into depth and they talk about issues that people won't talk about in depth. And I mean, it's the network of now, and it's the network of forever. We've got folks in the chat. Bobby just communicated with Kim in the chat. There's so many ways to connect here, and it's just a beautiful place to hang out and chill with Bobby.
Awesome. Yeah, but I mean, we have good plans. We were for an hour and a half on chat and the R&B kind of show. We want to be doing this show like a co-host. Of course, he's going to do his big interview. I'm doing the coffee chat. And if I need a male co-host to ask the easy questions, because I ask the difficult ones, then I'll have Rev to ask the questions. But yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to pick only 4 guests, very, very important guests. So we're choosing very wisely. But at some point, we're going to have giveaways as well in there. And who knows, we're going to do challenges, getting people, boom, 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 coming up and in our shows. And we run like a, I don't know, can we do like the Hops Marathon I suggested? Pablo, can you do the Hops Marathon for like every week?
No, but we will do monthly.
Why not, man? Because if you do it like every week, right, you don't have to do it all long, like all night long. You can do like 4 hours, 5 hours, and pretty much hosts, right? So you can make somebody director. Even if you pop out to have a nap, you can leave, say, Rev for a couple of hours to run it. Then I can go for a couple of hours. But it's good to grow the Hops kind of account and to see that Hops is like there on live. And yeah, at some point could be like, hey, on Hops, now this section is about Q&A. This section is let's get all the cooks all together talking about. And this section, from this hour to this hour will be a bunch of artists. So anybody drop by and chat. So it's like a drop-in session, You don't have to be all the time in. I mean, like,
If that is something that we... I think that's more possible to do weekly.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because we can direct it. So say, if you're going to invite artists, right, I could be there. I direct it when the section of artists. So you can have 2-3 hours with artists. We can even paint a little bit. Hey, so we're doing this, or show a bit of art, blah, 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 talk, ask questions, share our life journey, like our artistic journey. So say if the cooks coming in, they're going to talk about their favorite recipes or things like that. And then if we have, I don't know, newscasters or different people, and just chat, and other people can join. So make it inclusive, because I feel like a lot of people is the same bunch, but I want to give opportunity to other people to join and introduce, maybe have a section for newbies of the hour, so all new newbies come in and they have like a minute or 2 minutes to introduce, or a 3 minutes window to introduce themselves, then pop back out, and just give opportunities. I think it would be really good, for like weekly thing. What do you think? Not
Yeah.
all nighter, because I know you can't. You can't do all nighter. I mean,
No.
you're not Bobby Vicker. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, let's talk afterwards and figure
Yes,
that
and
out.
we need the meeting as well, because I was talking with Rev. A meeting. Can you set up a meeting on our, secret hangout?
Yeah, in our secret treehouse. Sure.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, does that work?
Yeah. Tomorrow it works, as long as it's not 8:30 in the evening. No, 8 o'clock. I have an interview. Pablo, can you hear the background? No, I don't hear the background.
Me
It's
either.
gone now. Yeah, it's
Oh,
gone.
okay.
Yeah, I'll send a message to both you and Rev. To
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
I
well,
gotta run.
let's hear from
we're doing-
people as well. Do they want, because you can get the feedback right here. Guys, would you want Pablo? And well, when I mean Pablo, I mean Hops, but Pablo is Hops pretty much. Yeah. Do you we should name Hops to Pablo.tv. Do you want Pablo and the Hops to run like a weekly marathon thing with more people involved, or a monthly? And you can comment even after replay. But yeah. Okay. And remember, Pablo has community updates coming up. How many minutes, Pablo?
In 40 minutes.
Okay, 40 minutes. Join. Are you doing it from your personal or from the Hops account?
From the Haps account.
Okay. Hops account, join 40 minutes, updates, anything exciting coming up, or you're not going to disclose any,
Well, then they wouldn't come to the community updates and Q&A, would they? If they hear
Of
it.
course it is. What do you mean they're not gonna come?
A teaser.
Me tease me till I lose control. Do you know that
I
song?
don't know how to tease this. There's two major updates. One came to a mobile device, and the other came to the overall infrastructure of the platform.
Well, we are waiting with bated breath. Pablo, go to it.
All right, I'll see you all over there.
Bye.
Bye, man.
Bye, Pablo.
Bye,
So what is
Pablo.
CS Murphy up to
Bye,
today?
CS.
Bye, buddy.
Bye. What are you up to today, CS Murphy? Why is Rev down? Why are you down, Rev?
I don't know. He's muted as well. He appears
What?
to be muted.
Oh no, hold on. He has done it himself. He's probably talking to somebody. Yeah. He comes in and out himself. That's
Sorry,
how
yeah. I have a meeting with my son's teacher in a few minutes. So I'll pop out and come back. But yeah, I was just coordinating some stuff with her. I'm back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I'm like, hold on, 53 at 7 o'clock. Like in 7 minutes, I would potentially, I don't know. I have an interview, right?
You do. I think we were talking about that earlier.
Where is it? Oh, hold on. Who is this? Okay, and I have a no. Oh, bloody hell! I'm getting like I'm the flavor of the month. That's how I feel. Yes, I do have an interview. Oh dear, this is fun. I did not read Rev's birthday. Your birthday color is ultramarine, dear Rev. And guess what?
Wait,
You are
25th.
born, you are 25th. Oh, 25th. Azure blue.
Oh,
There
nice.
you go. It's still blue, but you are born on the same day as my sister, the older sister, the life
Yeah,
coach.
wow.
Yes. So you share the same birthday. So you are soulful, charismatic, and intense. If you are born on this day, you are kind and spiritual and want to connect to something greater than yourself. That is true. There is a strong calling to do something helpful and meaningful. Many of you have healing abilities. That is my sister to a T. Touch is very important to you. So is being by the water. Artistic and theatrical, you are able to convey strong emotions. Awesome, right? Hey,
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's
I
pretty
love
accurate.
it. What about you, Alexis? Tell me your day and month.
September 1st.
What?
September 1st.
Okay, September 1st. So this is Bannerman's future wife is September 1st. Whoop, whoop. You are smoke blue. That's you. You are smoke blue. Okay. So smoke blue, you are efficient, organized, and smart. If you are born on this day, your gentle and friendly personality belies your keen intellect and inner strength. Bellies is bellies. You are hardworking and loyal, very important. The people you befriend or work with are lucky to have you in their lives, very true. Although you have an independent nature, you take your relationships very seriously. Did you listen to that? Okay. You are generous with your energy and support. Now, compatible birthdays, keep that in mind. March 27, May 19th, and July 27th. Okay, very lovely. So, anybody else's birthday? That's good. That is perfect. Oh my God, my sister is here. Do you want to come on, sis? I don't know if she wants to come on, but sis, did you hear? You shared the birthday with Rev McInnes, and if you read it, did you hear what I said? Everything in here is so true about you. I'm gonna send a picture to you so you kind of have it there, but it's exactly like you are. Yeah, exactly. Anybody else's birthday did I miss? March the 30th. Sylvia is March the 30th. Okay, Sylvia. 57. Oh my God, in 3 minutes. Look at me, I'm still here. March the 30th. March the 30th, faded rose. You are this color. You are a faded rose. Okay? So faded rose is storyteller, a thinker, and a messenger. I don't know. Did my sister said she wants to come up or no? Not all. Did she say she want to come up? I don't know.
I didn't see. Did you invite her?
No, but I've made you director, so you can kind of all of you are directors. Okay.
Which one's your sister?
Donika Gantha. She's like a force to be reckoned with. So the March the 30th, I'm reading. Faded Rose is storyteller, thinker, and a messenger. If you are born on this day, people born on this day tend to teach others through the stories they share. Whether you are singing a song, writing a play, or painting a picture, you are able to convey images and emotion that can affect others. It is very important for you to communicate and stay active. Your thoughts can turn to worry if you are not expressing yourself and connecting with the world at large. Compatible birthdays is April the 6th, May the 1st, and December the 9th. You're welcome. Okay. So we have, that was Sylvia. That was your birthday. Mary.
Donica, come on up. You invited you.
Yeah, she knows she should get her invite, but don't worry because my sister is a little bit kind of slow in terms of joining and stuff because she wouldn't, yeah.
Love to see you too, Donica.
All right, so Bobby, before we go, just a reminder that we are looking for people who are cooking on HAPS here to join in our soup challenge next Saturday, March 13th. It's just all day long. If you can reach out to me, I can put you on my little list. I have a whole list of about 20 people that actually broadcast food, and we love to have anyone join us or join into any of our broadcasts.
Can you write that down?
I have it written down. Yeah. You mean the list of people? I'm going to send it over to Peter.
Just write down the date and stuff.
Oh yeah. Say HAP soup day. Saturday, March 13th, all day.
Hey, shout out to Badges. I saw Badges was in here. Oh, Alexis is here. Here comes Donica.
Okay, my sister is here
Mary.
as well. Guys, do you mind if I pop next door just to find out when this thing is? Leave your birthdays there or write more birthdays. This will be, I'm going to read my birthdays, but yeah, you carry on and just have a chat. Do you mind? Do you want to carry on or do you want, I don't know.
I'm gonna.
Whatever.
I have to drop out at 1 for just a few minutes, but I'll come right back. I just have to do a quick meeting with my son's teacher, and I'll be
Okay.
back. So,
But I am just going to drop out just to find out. I mean, not yet, but to find out one because I have a meeting potentially. Oh shit! It's the meeting. I'm off.
that's what I do. There we go. And I was waiting for my link for my meeting, but I'm here. And Donica, nice. I saw you the other day when you were with your other sister, and of course you were with Bobby. And yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me in here.
Oh yeah, this is the place to be on Haps. Now it's coffee, chat, and chill with friends for sure.
Yes.
Minus Bobby for a few minutes, but she'll be back. If all of you out there don't know who I am, I'm Revolution McInnes. I host a show at night, 10 p.m. Central, 5 a.m. GMT for my lovely friends in London and Europe. It is called The Big Interview, and we interview all kinds of people. It's a lot of fun. Last night, definitely take a look at last night's episode. It was very, very, very moving. We a bit of a trigger warning for people, but we actually got into a very powerful discussion about sexual assault, both with men and women, and it was just it was very very powerful. So I would definitely recommend you guys check that out and share it out with friends. So this is just a great network to make connections. So Alexis, tell people who just came in and Donica about how this little soup thing came together.
Well, we had a little cooking broadcast last night with Peter, and we came up that we're going to have a one day to do food scopes, okay, or food broadcast. And we first went with pancakes, and we thought, no, let's do soup because we include vegetarians, vegans, everybody across the board loves soup or in some way or another. And so I met with Piano Man today on his broadcast and said, let's do it next Saturday. And he said, okay. So I have a list here and I'm spreading the word. And if anybody wants to come in and, help us cook soup like we're doing here with 4 of us in here, you can come and join the broadcast, or you can have your own broadcast and make a soup on camera. We're going to get more. I'm going to send the list over to Peter, and maybe he can get emails out to the people that I know that actually broadcast food, which I have like Louise Poppy in New Zealand, Ruby Nosa in Australia. We have Aiden in United Kingdom, Anne up in Denmark. All right, there's a new person, Rosa, who's making soup today, and he was interested, or she was interested in doing it. Emmy Rich does a lot of cooking up in Sweden. So I have people all around the world. I'm sure Karen Watterson will love to be joining in. JP The Voice, he does some cooking. Vanita, she does cooking. All right, so I have all the cooks I can think of. John Cooks up in New Jersey, he cooks. Blaine and Wilson, of course. Joy Gorge, she's another broadcaster that scopes food. And so we're trying to get all the food broadcasters to scope on one day and make soup. So if you are interested, please reach out to me or even to Peter, and we'll get you on the schedule. It's just we don't have a date. We just have one whole day and not an exact time. Does that make sense? I think where did he go? Okay, see if Murphy's here. All right, so let's see. It's like Rev never left. All right. All right, Alexis, the soup challenge will be fun. We'll send you a recipe for my soup. We're talking about, I also make my matzo ball soup, okay? As long as, if you send me a recipe, I will make it, okay? As long as it's healthy, because I've changed my cooking to cooking a little bit healthier these days. And I've lost a little over 50 pounds in the last 21 months, and I still have 1.8 pounds to go, okay? So, all right. Anybody out there that does soup, just reach out and we'll get you on that Saturday. And that way we can all follow each other, and you can, because there is on this Discovery thing, they have a list of food, and we need more people to broadcast food here on HAPS. All right. All right. Anybody else? Oh, Jess cooks also. Let me see if I missed anybody. Sweet Pea Leslie is another one that may want to join in. Bobby said she would join in. I think I got, and I think that's it. I think I got everybody. There's about 20 people right now. Thank you, Sylvia. All right. So my name is Alexis. Let me just introduce myself. For those of you who don't know, I am an independent consultant for Pampered Chef, and I live here in southeast coastal Georgia. And I usually scope at 6:30 in the morning, and I teach you how to use your kitchen tools along with recipes. And today we made cabbage bacon. It smells really good in my kitchen right here. And it was really simple put together. I don't do elaborate stuff because who wants to cook all day? We like to get cooking done in 30 minutes or less. All right. Hey, C.S. Murphy, would you like to join into a cooking scope? I think they're all turned off right now. Where'd everybody
I
go?
just muted myself. I had an audio issue. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I can only see your artist work there.
Oh, that's all right. I'm yeah, I
your
mean, a
green
cooking
screen.
scope might be kind of fun. Yeah. I mean, I'm not much of a cook, but I can vouch for matzo ball soup. I was extremely ill, and I had matzo ball soup for about 3 days, and it just killed entire flu symptoms that I had for weeks. And someone had suggested it, and I had, I guess, all the proteins inside the ball in the middle from all the chickens and everything really just attack every vigorous thing that is contrary to your immune system. So that was really, really good. I'd love to know how to make some homemade matzo ball soup for sure.
I've never made homemade matzo ball soup, so that will be a challenge.
No. Oh, okay.
No. Okay, well, I had suggested soup in the first place because I make a mean soup, although I don't usually broadcast cooking, says Helen Wallace. Yeah, it wasn't it you, I think it was you, Helen, that actually recommended the soup, or someone on the thing said, hey, let's do a soup, because you can do vegetable soup, you can do beef, you can do chicken, seafood, whatever. We can cover all areas of cooking with soups. Hey, Joy Gorge is in the house. Hello, Joy. I just mentioned your name. If you would like to be included in the HAPS cooking soup next Saturday, please reach out and let's say, hey, yeah, I'm interested in that, okay? And Randy, I'm not sure if you're cooking soup or not, but Randy can eat soup. All right. All right, so C.S. Murphy, do you have a particular day or time that you broadcast?
Yeah, normally on Mondays and Tuesdays. I only have a set schedule for those 2 days. So Monday is Medium Monday, which I'm changing to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 10 o'clock, it's, I don't know if everybody's sleeping or off the app, but I'm going to change it to 2. So Monday Medium at 2, and then 2D Tuesdays at 2, where I draw traditionally with you guys, and sometimes take on constructive criticisms from the audience. It's like an audience-driven art.
We just got another soup person. Jay Opera just signed up for the soup challenge there. Yeah, that'll be really cool. So reach out and let people, if you're in somebody's broadcast and they're cooking, saying, hey, go see Alexis or, Peter or somebody that actually is a food person, and we'll get you on, if I can do a list of a time slot, that might work. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
This is the first time ever coordinating a big effort. You what?
Schedules definitely help, from what I found. It's like trying to watch one of your favorite shows on Netflix or HBO and not having any time of syndicated programming. It's like, okay, I love the show, but when is it on? You know, so you might as well have a schedule about you, especially when you're trying to do something on a network. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because you have people all over the world. So I'm not sure what time zone. I guess we can do it in Greenwich time. I don't know. Do you know how that would work? You have any idea?
I'm not sure. A lot of people in England and a lot of people on the other side of the globe watching too. So I'm trying to keep the time slots to something fair. I'm also trying to be cognizant of other people's times too. So if there's 4 artists on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not going to jump on and go, well, I might as well get my art hat on. And, you know, I try to give people space to kind of do what they do as well. And
yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody is like a food scope or scoping at the same time, I usually wait to go live and I try and go live more at the end of theirs, end of their scope rather than going live at the same time.
Exactly. Show support if there's some heavy traffic going on there, you know? So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. So that's going to be a big undertaking.
There, Jay. I appreciate that.
I'm not sure if we should let that up to Peter, because Peter had the timings all down wrong yesterday. He told me that he was going to go live at 11:30 at night. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that is way past my bedtime. And then I got a message that went up to 11 o'clock. And I thought, okay, 30 minutes early. That's even great. And then all of a sudden they were on at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, oh, wow, he's on now. He must have thought I was over in Europe or something.
Right.
It's currently 1900 GMT, so I'm not sure your time difference, says Helen. And I don't know how to arrange that either. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
First,
it's always just getting
everybody
on here too, you know, jumping on and seeing who's on and just getting a feel for the audience and a feel for the people that are already on here, you know, doing their thing. So
yeah. But this is a time to follow people also, especially with Periscope. Did you, I don't recognize you from Periscope, but I'm sure you came from Periscope, CS?
Oh, how dare you? I'm just kidding.
I don't. Oh, yeah.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I started in like 2016, but like a couple of years ago, I kind of like drifted and went onto other social media platforms and just, you know, trying to get a feel for different things. There was a lot of, like, when I had left Periscope, there was a lot of repeater bots. Like, some people would say really nice things about your work as you're online. And then there would be these other like robots just basically repeating the same things that these people are commenting. And those commenters would end up leaving because it's like having like some kind of mimicker basically repeating everything that you're saying in a room. And that doesn't make for very good entertainment. And then there was like sex bots and things like that, just like weird scantily clad profile pics and stuff like that. And it kind of shied me away from the network completely because I would write to them and it would fall on deaf ears. No one would, you know, hear me out, or the people that were complaining about, you know, these kind of nested weird algorithms of, you know, hacker bots. But that doesn't seem to be commonplace here, one. And two, you know, the people in HAPS like, you know, Peter and Pablo and Lucia and Matt, they're all wonderful people. They come on here on the regular. If I'm not on and I see them liking one of my things, I'll go on there like, oh, they actually took time to watch my replay. You know, they gifted me. Yeah. And it's just a really cool experience here. So I shifted gears quickly. So it's okay that you don't recognize me on Periscope because I wasn't really recognizable, really. So.
Yeah, I don't think they come into my broadcast anymore. They know that I'm a G-rated show, I think, and it's at 6:30 in the morning, and they're all sleeping across the thing. Usually, Lucia is in my broadcast at that time in the morning. I'll see her come in and leave, but lately I haven't seen anybody. I did notice. Okay, not sure about y'all, but do you schedule your broadcast before you go live, like the day before that you're going live?
Yeah, I'll try that. I mean, sometimes I forget and I'm like, oh no, I got to be on in like 10 minutes. And then I'll put one on there for no reason whatsoever. Okay, I'll be on in 10 minutes. Just so you know.
Sometimes I schedule them for like if I want to be on it at 7, if I want to be on at 7, but it was 7:15, I'll still schedule it for 7. Okay. So it puts another notice out there.
It
you know,
does.
or you can do it for 7:30, but that way you get another notice. So
Yes,
yeah,
and I schedule mine maybe 9 or 10 o'clock right before I'm going to bed, and I'll put my notice for haps of what I'm scoping the next day, like I did slow cook dinner for today, or I'll put waffles, making waffles, and it actually helps your live viewers because I've been finding that the number that they actually look at it actually gets intertwined into the live views. So if you are doing the HAPS challenge, make sure you schedule your broadcast before you go live, and you may get 10, 20, 50 people that may see your broadcast before you go live. And then it's really easier to set up because your title's already in there, and your title is only 50 characters long. And I've been finding that when I keep my link tree in my title, although it does take up space, it is active on other platforms like Facebook. The link is Twitter and YouTube. The links are active on those platforms.
Oh,
in
wow.
the title.
That is good to know. Dr. Hooper is in the house. If you guys don't know Dr. Hooper, you need to follow her. She is a physicist, and I caught her program on last Sunday, and she was talking about cosmology and totally baking my noodle. It was a beautiful, interesting talk. Dr. Hooper is able to kind of take high concepts in physics and explain them to us, regular folk. And Deanna, Dr. Hooper, come on up. I gave you an invite. If you feel like it, you don't have to. But yeah, we'd love to see you. She
was on Periscope too, wasn't she, Rev?
Yeah, she was. I think she's been on. I think she was on from the beginning with that kind of core group of scientists. That's what we were talking about. We did a little pre-interview the other day before, because she's going to be out. She's going to be on my program on Sunday for a special edition of the big interview, which will be at 8 p.m. her time. Really looking forward to being on your show. I'm stoked about it too, Deanna. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, she has some definitely some mind-blowing discussions about the metaphysical abstractia and things like that. It's very very interesting.
It is awesome, and we have just such amazing people on the platform. It's just a blast. I see Ann Rush was out there. Yeah, I've done that a few times, especially when I do side-by-side cooking broadcasts. Ann, are you this time of day? Wait a minute. Let's see. No, you're not driving your car home from work. You're probably home. Do you want to come up and say hi, Ann? I'll invite you. Yeah. Wow. So the meeting, if anybody wants to know, with my son's teacher went really well. I needed a little information because I think we missed an assignment, and we got the assignment, and he's doing great considering everything that's been going on for the last year. So that was nice to be able to jump off and have that little meeting and jump back in and see you guys. CS, you got to come on. Alexis, you got to come on. Like we got to get you guys scheduled to join us too. And here she comes. Awesome. Dr. Hooper. Woohoo.
Hello.
Yay. Hello.
Hey there.
How are you?
This is the first time I'm joining somebody else's broadcast.
Oh, wow. Well, you not a finer broadcast to join than Bobby Bicker's Coffee Chat and Chill with Friends. You have reached a very fun place to be.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of really cool people in the room. Happy to join this group.
For sure. And definitely, let's see. Follow Dr. Hooper, follow Alexis, follow our buddy CS Murphy, and looks like Ann Rush is going to come up too. So we're going to make this thing bigger. This will be fun.
It's a party now.
Yeah, it is. It is a party. And let's see where you are in Brussels, Doctor. Is what you're coming around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock? What is it? Where are we at?
It's 20 past 8 here in the evening.
20 past 8? Yeah. Yeah. So how's the cosmology thing going? Did we figure out dark matter between the last time we talked or anything?
I wish I could start like, hey, I've discovered dark matter, but I think then I would be busy writing up the paper about it and not browsing apps. Hopefully someday I can start a broadcast with, so we found dark matter. I found dark matter.
Right. The exclusive interview with yourself. That would be
Exactly.
fun.
No, today was just one of those days of battling with codes and debugging and fighting with clusters. A lot of software and coding today. No dark
Yeah,
matter today.
No dark matter today. Well, I really like we talked about. I like the idea of getting your mind blown. And while I am so lucky, hey Anne, how are you?
Hey, hello. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. It is great to see you. We haven't been up together here for a little while. But quickly though, with Dr. Hooper, definitely on Sunday, I think I would love to talk a little bit about the possibilities of other realities that kind of control our reality. So from virtual reality to, like a computer generated world that we're actually living in, and how we might be able to spot that at the edges of the universe, what flaws we could look for, some signs that we are just somebody's computer program. Definitely would love to talk about that. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Those are really fun topics. The whole idea of like parallel worlds or the multiverse. This is like such a fun topic to get into.
Oh, definitely. And I think, I love the idea of parallel universes, multiverse, and that there's an infinite amount of me's out there somewhere, and various, like an infinite amount of variations where this goes on. And I want to materialize in the one where I'm very handsome and very wealthy. But I didn't get that one, So.
Yeah, the problem is if you were to actually like cross a multiverse like that, you would collapse both dimensions.
Oh, bummer.
So then the rich, successful version would also cease
Implode?
to exist. So yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I don't
you
want
don't
that
want
guy.
to go dimension hopping.
I don't want that guy come here either. All right.
Yeah.
So is it very much
Nick-
like
Nick-
Back to the Future as well, or you can't see
So-
yourself in the same space time, or
Yeah,
Your
all
art
of this is
experience.
very much hypothetical because we're always limited to whatever's inside our own universe. So when we start having conversations about other possible universes, it's all hypothetical and stuff that we can't really prove in any way. But different ways that you could actually realize these multiple universes, don't let them coexist. So if at any point they tried to coexist, they would both implode. But again, this is all hypothetical.
Well,
But it's definitely a fun topic. We can get really in depth.
it is. I
yeah,
have so many
because I heard
questions, and I don't know if they're rooted in this discussion. I think I might wait until you guys start talking to each other on the Rev Show.
Oh, and you should come up. Yeah, you should come up and bring some questions with you. Yes, because I know it's Deanna, right?
Yep.
Dr. Hooper. I know that the pretty good explanation. I'm really gonna have to think hard about actually how you can go back in time, yes, and kill your grandparent and totally be fine. So there's a lot of interesting things, and don't do that to your grandparents, clearly.
Yeah,
But
you shouldn't
the,
do that.
No,
Like,
don't be
no.
mean. No, don't be mean. But also there's this concept of like time that I really want to flush out with you, Dr. Hooper, because I was kind of given this. I now have this understanding of time as it relates to the time and space, and the folding of space, and the different possibilities of time, and that really, in a way, time exists. All times exist all the time, and how you could access that. So, like, I can't wait to have. I'm just like, we're probably going to have like a 10-hour show, but it'll.
Yeah, hopefully not 10 hours that late in the evening. Maybe we do 10 shows with 1 hour each.
Yeah, we could do that too. We could make it a regular. We could make it a regular thing on Sundays. You have your show. I'll come on. I'll come say hi in the chat on your show too. So, Willy Wobbly Timmy Wimey. There you go.
Great
Hey,
show. Great
Helen
show.
Wallace.
I love
Helen
Dr.
Wallace. Yeah, are you going to come up here and say hi? And sorry, let's talk to Anne too for a minute. Hey, Anne.
Hello.
What's cooking with you?
Nothing much today, to be honest. As some of you might know, I was on the round table last night with Alexis, and for me, I didn't get to bed at 1:30 this morning, so I've only had about 4 hours sleep last night. So we made it easy and just heated some soup for tonight. So.
Hey, sometimes you're gonna, time does not exist, says Purple Shoes. Well, you better be there on Sunday. And if time does not exist, then you do not exist. So how did you just chat, Purple Shoes? How did you do that? You can't exist without time, my friend. Although time is a construct, right? I know it doesn't exist, but for our purposes, it's like free will. It doesn't exist, but we have to kind of think that we do, or it'll hard to stay sane. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we can definitely have a fun conversation about time and how it's intrinsically linked to some laws of physics.
I love it. I love it. It's gonna be a geek fest.
Oh,
Sunday.
definitely. I love answering those questions. So, I'm happy to go ahead with all those fun topics.
Well, and I love being able to ask them of somebody that would know the answer instead of a friend of mine, and we're just making stuff up. So that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I will preface a lot of things with, this is hypothetical. Don't take my word for it.
Right. It's just the beautiful thing about science, and I think even cooking. I mean, you think you've got the ultimate curry, and then you stumble upon a different version, and everything you've ever done in your life has been discounted. And now there's a new curry. There's a new theory about, dark matter, dark energy. So you want to see science. Actually, as a scientist, though, if you were working for 30 years on one particular thing, and then all of a sudden it was undone, in science, that's a good thing. You celebrate the fact that someone has moved beyond what you've done, and hopefully, they probably use some of what you knew to get there. So you kind of stand on the shoulders of everybody and keep moving it forward.
Stand on the shoulders of giants.
Indeed. Everything is happening at the same time. Purple Shoes, you definitely have to show up on Sunday. I love that. Yay, you got my Doctor Who reference. Who just popped in? Oh, there's Donica again. Hello.
Hey.
It's all hypothetical, educated guessing, constantly evolving. Yep. Hey, Asha's here too. We have an amazing contingent from all around the world right now. I mean, we are seriously international. Where's everybody at in the chat? Please tell us where you're at. And everybody on screen, I am in Chicago, Illinois, USA. Where are you, CS? And let's just go with clockwise direction.
Los Angeles, California.
Southeast coastal Georgia.
Donica, where are you?
I am in Erie, Pennsylvania, USA.
Oh, I love it. And Doctor?
I'm in Cologne in Germany.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Cool. And
spending
you
my
young lady,
pandemic
Anne?
here.
I am in Denmark.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Like, seriously, you can't get much more international than this right here, spanning all kinds of different time zones and connectivity. Scotland and tell us. Oh, Memphis, Raleigh. I'm assuming that's Memphis, Tennessee, not somewhere in Egypt. And hello from Vancouver. Great to see you there too. Let's see. Let's go scroll through the comments a little bit. You guys feel free to bring up any subject you want on Coffee Chat and Chill. Swift Beats is around.
I very much feel like I'm missing a cup of coffee for the coffee chats.
Yes. Well, you were brought up, quickly and unexpectedly. So I had already had my cup of coffee ready to go. Joy's here. There's just a lot of fun people here. It's really, really, really a nice time. CS. So tell me how the work that you do digitally, how you interact with the universe a little differently. Like, what's it like to spend all that time in the digital world? Maybe you'll give us a preview of what our lives might be like in the future.
Yeah. Well, entering VR at least for 3 hours a day, maybe a total of 5 throughout the day, is interesting. I like jumping into VR and just creating characters and worlds and things like that. It's really cool. How does it affect me or differ? What was your question? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm curious because you're in your studio with a green screen, but are you, and you're seeing your work, and you're seeing yourself, right? And you're wearing VR goggles, right?
Right.
So your perception of reality is this digital reality. Do you see any effect of being in that digital reality for 3 hours? Like you come out of it and you're a little wobbly, or time is feeling a little dilated, or what's that like?
Yeah. Well, it's like entering the Earth's atmosphere after being in space. There's like this rocky trajectory. You got to enter in at a certain kind of angle. You got to have a right kind of mind space and all that, in order to get back to real reality without any residual effects.
Getting some kind of getting the bend.
Yeah. Well, like, for example, you know what a rack focus is? Like in a movie, you'll see like something blurred out in the background, but the person in the foreground is
Hitchcock all the way. Yep.
Yeah. And then they just do all these different types of zooms and zollies and different blur effects. My thumbs and the way I interact with my phone get kind of weird now. So like I'll look at what I'm trying to write and then that'll blur out. And then my thumbs will come into complete focus when I'm trying to figure out what I'm writing with the small little, digital keyboard that we all write with on our phones. So I think maybe my rack focus is slightly impaired from that, but it's nothing to kind of scare me away from.
Well, that's pretty wild. What made me think of that is because I have these new Bluetooth headphones, and it's nice because I can walk around. Like if I jump off for a bio break and somebody else, is hosting for a few minutes, I can still hear the show. Right. But what I didn't know was there's this codecs that it didn't come with. Long story, but basically there's a 40 millisecond delay. I'm like, fine, I can deal with that. I can talk and listen to myself because I have to hear myself when I do this. It's just back from my voiceover days, but you cannot do it. A 40 millisecond delay. I was getting physically ill. Like it was altering, like I figured my brain would catch up and it wouldn't. And once I knew that it wouldn't, I'm like, if it does, then when I'm not on the headphones, everything's probably going to be delayed for 40 milliseconds. And I don't want that. So that's why I was curious about the perception of your perception of reality changing, because that's such an intense thing, visually through the visual cortex and everything. So that's cool.
Yeah. No, some developers are creating games that have this VR vertigo attached to it. Some people just can't play the games because they take the headset off and they're literally in the verge of barfing or whatever. But it depends on how well the production team creates the virtual experience. And sometimes it's true one-to-one. There's a couple of, I don't play too many games, but my girlfriend and I play a couple of games together, and the VR environments are very, very real. We did a roller coaster thing, for example, the other day, and we went on it, and there was like this thing where you come out of a tunnel and then the sun just like hits the carriage that you're on as you're going through the virtual environment, and your brain will create these kind of like things like, oh, your shoulder should be warm because there's sunlight hitting the carriage that you're on. So then, like, you'll get warm for a second, but then
hang on 1 second, CS. Hang on.
What's up?
Hang on 1 second. Sorry, CS, because it looks like Alexis needs to go kind of quickly.
Yeah,
so, Alexis, it was so nice to see you. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care, Alexis. Good seeing you.
Bye, Alex.
Go ahead, CS. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. I was just saying that like your senses get tricked when you're in VR and when VR does it right. So when you come out of a tunnel and sun hits whatever you're riding on, like you kind of feel like a little warm. There was, like when you're going up the first big hill and then you're zooming down and you're going through the experience, as you're hitting that free fall in there, your stomach kind of goes in itself, but then your mind corrects it. It's like, we're in a virtual environment. So there's like this ebb and flow of like trickery, and then your body going, this isn't real. Let's go back. It's really interesting.
Yeah, that is actually interesting, and I'm going to do something here quickly and change the subject. But before I do that, Dr. Hooper, are they in cosmology? Like when I watch, one of those Star Treks or whatever, and they have this like virtual universe that they're looking around and stuff. Is there any kind of VR stuff coming that actually would help you guys, in terms of doing anything, or no?
Not really, because the problem is if you were to construct such a VR thing, it would be based on what we already know. So we wouldn't really learn, or we might learn something new. But like for an example, with the movie Interstellar, they contacted some physicists to actually help design how the black holes looked in 3D. The scientists actually learned stuff about that. They started imaging these black holes for the movie, and that actually led to a breakthrough as to how black holes work in 3 dimensions. So they were actually able to write a paper on it. So sometimes you do get discoveries in weird places. or unexpected places. But I'm not sure if we could do anything with VR that would really help us in cosmology. It would be really cool to be like walking around the universe, but I'm not sure if it would actually help us much. Definitely wouldn't help me. I get extremely nauseous and dizzy anytime I've tried on a VR headset. Like,
Well,
it
that's
just
exactly
really
what
wipes
CS
me out.
Yeah, I know somebody like that too. That's exactly what CS was talking about, and I don't know whether it would affect me yet because I haven't experienced it. Though I think that the one that Facebook owns or whatever has gotten quite a bit cheaper. And CS, maybe when you come on the show, you can talk about those things a little bit, a little bit too. So what I'm going to do though for fun, since we have Anne who does a lot of cooking, I'm going to ask Dr. Hooper a cooking question as opposed to a question about deep space. And what it's easy. What is your favorite meal to cook, Dr. Hooper?
Oh, my favorite meal to cook is actually sweet potato and chickpea curry that I've been cooking lately, which is probably the dish I'm proudest of because it just comes out really, really tasty. And every time I've cooked it for anybody, they said it's really tasty. So it's a dish I'm very proud of. And in fact, that's my lunch tomorrow. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And what about you, CS, the graphic digital designer? What do you design for your dinner?
What do I design for my dinner? I make a mean.
Well, what do you like to make?
Macaroni and cheese. I'm just kidding.
Do you use butter or margarine? Do you use butter or margarine? I use butter. I make it fancy.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, though, I love making tacos and things like that. I have a keto diet going on with my girlfriend, so we're always like tag teaming the kitchen together and making really cool things. She puts spices and things in the food that is just delicious, and she is like, generations ahead of me as far as cooking prowess is concerned. But my favorite thing to do is to just get some nice ground beef and make some hamburgers or some tacos with some avocado. I do have my own secret recipe for really good guac and kind of just mixing all that together and having a really good experience with that. Green beans, all that fun stuff.
Well, that's really nice. So we had Taco Tuesday on Wednesday because Tuesday I do a show with Brian Denning on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. my time, and Tacos Tuesdays. Bless you. I cut up so many vegetables, it takes forever. I try to do them earlier in the day, but these tacos that I've been making, when I've been riding my bike on the lakefront in Chicago, we would stop sometimes and get tacos at this. It's called, guys, if anybody's listening and you're in Chicago, it's called Two Wheel Taco. It's delicious. It's only there in the summertime. It is right by the tennis courts. Oh, and in Lakeview-ish area. Really go to get their tacos. But I kept going back and back and eating it. And eventually we kind of started to figure out, what the flavors were and that kind of stuff. So I've done a pretty good job of replicating the Two Wheel tacos at home. And man, we had them last night and they were just absolutely delicious. And I really have a lot of fun trying to figure out how something is made and then try and replicate it myself, though I'm not always as successful as I was lately. And tell us what we're doing, what we need to know about cooking and, everything that it all in 5 minutes. No, just I'll shut up and let you talk, Anne.
Well, I don't know if I know much about cooking. I just enjoy cooking and baking, and I'll find the recipe and I'll try it out. And then when I do it next time, I want to do exactly the same. So I change some things. The same with baking. Yesterday, I was making these carrot cake cookies with Ada Leeds, who also does cooking. And someone was asking if they could use something else rather than the honey that we put in. I said, yeah, you can use maple syrup. And then we also put raisins in, but I said, instead of raisin, you could use cranberries. So I just change things as I go along sometimes. And same with cooking. If the recipe says basil, I might use lime if I don't have the basil. So I just do it as I go along. I mean, I see a recipe as just a way to guide, like a guideline, but you don't have to follow it completely. You can do your own thing as well. So, But yeah, I don't know.
That makes
I mean,
sense.
I'm not a professional chef or anything. I just do it for fun because I enjoy cooking.
I
Yeah,
very much
I'm-
want to try carrot cake cookies now.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
Sounds really, really, really delicious. You know, speaking of cookies that I like, I love how we could just change subjects here so quickly. You know, I'm not a big fan of big conglomerate chains and stuff, but there was a while that Starbucks was making this molasses cookie, and it was a soft molasses cookie, and it was like the most delicious cookie I've ever had. I love molasses. You know, gingerbread's good, but I love molasses. And I am still looking for a soft molasses recipe. Anybody out there, you know, in the universe, on the interweb, has a great soft molasses cookie recipe, hit me up with a DM or a tweet or something on Twitter at RevMac Live, because, oh man, Starbucks stopped making that, and I was disappointed.
I'll have to look through my cookbook now, Rev, to see if I got anything in it.
Awesome. That would be fantastic. Hey, chat, tell us what your favorite meal to cook is, and even if you have any cooking disasters and you want to come up, let me know. That would be fun. You know, because cooking disasters could be, you never know why we have a new universe. You know, it could have been that you burnt the pan and that changed the molecular structure of your current universe and it exploded into a new universe. As good a theory as anybody, right, Doctor? I mean, we don't know what caused the Big Bang, so it could have been a kitchen accident.
Yeah. I mean, why not? That's the thing. We can't go that far back, so we only know what happened after the Big Bang and not what caused the Big Bang.
How far back have we gone now?
Well, we know the universe is 13.82 billion years old. We can kind of trace its history from a fraction of a second onwards.
A fraction of a second?
Yeah, we don't have observation, so we don't actually have evidence for this. This is our best guess, but the earliest evidence we actually have is for a few seconds after the Big Bang.
So the rate of inflation from, like, let's say from 3 to 5 seconds would be massive.
No, so the idea is that inflation already happens before this. Inflation actually, the cool thing about inflation is that it really deletes the memory of anything that came before. So inflation could have lasted billions of years, or it could have lasted a fraction of a second, and we don't actually know. So when we talk about after the Big Bang, it's usually the very first thing that happened is inflation, and then everything else. So this inflation part makes everything a bit murky, but we think this happened about 13.82 billion years ago.
And just for reference to, correct me if I'm wrong, that at some point in history, I think 5 or more billion years ago, this solar system that we're in came about because of a supernova explosion. Possibly, like our little quadrant of the universe hasn't been here for 13.8 billion years, right?
Yeah, our solar system is about 4.5 billion years old. It was formed when the star was formed. Our star is a later star, so it does contain kind of the remnants of all other stars, or not all, but of previous stars. So this is the cycle. The star will explode as a supernova, and then the elements flush out throughout the universe, and then they form together to form the next star. So then you can also see how many elements are in the star to get an idea as to how old the star is as well. And that's also how we know that our star is like 4.5 billion years old.
Do I need to worry about our star burning out anytime soon?
You don't, not unless you're planning to live another 4.5 billion years.
I'm kind of planning on it. You know,
so if you're planning on it, then you might be around to see the end of the sun. But yeah, the sun is going to run out of fuel in about 4.5 billion years. And then it's going to expand, and it will eat up Mercury, it will eat up Venus. It's not yet clear if it will eat up Earth as well. It might grow so much that Earth would just go inside the sun.
And this is just incredibly fascinating. So wait a minute, everybody's out there like, okay, can we talk about? No, we're having fun. So are we is it become like a red giant, or what? Like, what is the
exactly?
Yeah. So then
it will become a red giant and then collapse afterwards.
And then collapse. And I just want to do this thing here. So if the sun is the scale of a quarter, the largest stars out there, if we were to visually represent them, what like a back of the envelope calculation, there are some gigantic suns out there.
Yeah,
Just
so if we're
massive.
saying the sun is about the size of a quarter, then there are stars that could easily be the size of a basketball.
Wow, that's huge.
Our sun is a pretty small star.
It's a pretty small star, and wow, we're gonna have so much fun on Sunday.
We are. And there's so many fun
gonna be-
topics we can talk about.
yeah. It's going to be a riot. And if anybody wants to, suggest some ideas for Sunday's conversation, like hit either one of us up, just tweet it out there. Hey, I'd like to know, about this or whatever. Send a tweet, include us both in it, and we'll put it in there. So, that is beautiful. Any
What
Swift
time
beats?
What time are you having this conversation Sunday, Matt?
Oh yeah. So on Sunday in Deanna's time, we are on at 8 p.m. I think, and in
8
Chicago,
p.m. my time?
in Chicago, it'll be 2 p.m. In New York, it will be 3 p.m. In London, it'll
Chicago
be 5
should be
p.m.
1 p.m., right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Chicago's 1 p.m. East Coast is 2 p.m. Yeah. Yep. So thank goodness you can do that much faster than I can. Math was never my strong suit. I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. My 7-year-old you probably heard, just wanted to get my attention. Hang on, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, as they say.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at your channel, Anne, because now I need a lot more recipes. I love cooking and baking, and I'm going to look for inspiration on your page now.
There are some good, I think they're good recipes or dishes on my channel. So yeah, please feel free to have a look.
I have a very sweet tooth, so I have the problem that I love baking and I love eating everything that I bake, so I have to limit how much I bake.
Well, those carrot cakes, cookies we made yesterday were actually healthy ones because they had honey instead of sugar.
Okay.
And also raisins and of course carrots. And we've done some other banana cookies which are also healthy cookies. So you can check them out as well if you like.
I like banana cookies. I often find healthy recipes and then find ways to make them unhealthy. Like one type of cookie that I've cooked often is the banana oatmeal raisin one. And then it's like, what if I changed raisins for chocolate chips and suddenly they're banana chocolate chip cookies, which are very tasty but no longer as healthy.
True. I do the same with some recipes when they say, you have to add low fat this or low fat that. I'm thinking, nah, I think it's better to just use the full fat cream instead. It would be a better taste to it.
Well, there's logic to that because if you use the low fat thing, you can have 10 cookies. But of course, we have plenty of self-control. So if we use the high fat thing, well, I'll just only have one, of course.
Sure. That's definitely how it works.
Right? Exactly. So I always I'm like and you can tell I'm not a small person, but no, actually I don't eat much. I actually eat less food than most people, but definitely butter, definitely cream. Like, I don't know. I don't like those substitutions. I want the good stuff.
No. I always think that you can always save a sauce or gravy with a little bit of cream, just to give it that extra touch of flavor.
I agree with that one. That one for sure.
I have a question about cookies, Anne.
Yes.
I'm curious to know, have you seen the Toll House cookies before? Like the chewy Chips Ahoy, like the soft batch is what they call it. It's a cookie that when you open up the package, for some miraculous reason, it just stays soft for a solid month. Is that really bad to put into food? Have you made cookies that are always just yummy and just soft for a few weeks? And if so, what ingredient is that? Or ingredients?
I think the trick is maybe not to bake them. I mean, some of the cookies are supposed to be really moist and chewy inside, but I don't know what you would put in them.
Well,
the ones that I bake usually gets dry after a few days if you don't put them in a container of some kind.
Yeah, what I do on actually, believe it or not, the Nestle Toll House here in the States anyway, cookies that come in the refrigerated section, those are so close to, if you make them at home, the taste that I'm sure we have some in the refrigerator right now because they're easy to make. I'm telling you, you could take them to an event and people would not know they're not the regular Toll House cookie. They're pretty darn good. But if you get that soft cookie experience, I think what you tend to cook with is with fructose in there instead of sugar. I think the molecular structure of fructose is what can be used to make that cookie soft. But the ratio and all of that, I don't know. But I think it's fructose that that kind of helps it stay soft. Anybody who knows any better out there, challenge me and let me know. It'll be just like science. You'll educate me.
Yeah. Well, what did Carl Sagan say? He said, in order for you to make an apple pie, first you have to learn how to make a universe, right?
I had that quote in my master's thesis. That was my opening quote. If you want to make an apple pie, you need to make a universe from scratch.
That's so good.
I'll tell you which one's easier.
Yeah, I figured out how to do apple pie. I haven't yet figured out how to build my own universe.
Well, you don't know that every time you build that apple pie, you haven't created a universe. Could be, something digging around in there. I like the idea of our universe being just in an atom, of another universe. Actually, doesn't make sense, but it's still kind of a cute idea, I think. And we're also curious. I mean, I think like consciousness, like we were talking about living for 4 billion years, kind of once my kids are grown and I've been able to experience them, for a long enough period of time, I would just like to be able to go into a chamber and take all of my bodily functions down to their barest minimum and just wake up every 500 years, pop out for a few days, see what's going on, and then, grab a couple of good books and then jump back into the sleep chamber for another 500 years and do that as long as I possibly can. I think that would really be neat.
It would definitely be interesting to see how the universe changes over the history and how humanity changes in hundreds of years.
Lard and hydrogenated oil will keep cookies moist for months. I don't know if that's a good thing, Rogers, but that's a good thing to know. Thank you very much. Very much. And the hydrogenated oil is, not very good for you. Go ahead, CS.
Oh, I was just saying it's not good for you. You said it at the same time I did.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Partial hydrogenation and oil and stuff. Yeah, lard. No, it's no bueno.
Right. And I don't want to scare all of the people out there in the audience, but Dr. Hooper, are we going to expand into nothingness or are we going to collapse the universe?
I love that question. It's just such a fun question. Like, how is the universe going to die? So we're probably not going to collapse. We used to think that the universe, so we know the universe is currently expanding, and we used to think that at some point it would stop and collapse back upon itself, and everything would essentially go back to another Big Bang. And this is nice because it could actually lead to a cyclical universe that is constantly expanding and shrinking. But we know that the universe is not only expanding, but this expansion is speeding up. So the universe is expanding faster today than it was 100 years ago. So this means that it's not likely to collapse. It's actually just going to carry on expanding outwards and outwards, which leads to two possible ways the universe could end. There's some other ones, but these are like the two most common ones to think about. If the universe carries on expanding at the same rate it is today, like this accelerated expansion, but not increasing even more, then the universe will just gradually pull itself apart slowly. Everything will move really far away. There will be no exchange of energy or no exchange of information. So we end up in a cold, desolate, empty wasteland, which is fun. This is called the heat death because it's the death of all heat. The other possibility is that the universe carries on accelerating its expansion to the point that it expands so fast that it can actually rip atoms apart, and the whole universe would be ripped apart at its seams, and everything would disintegrate. That's the big rip scenario.
Oh, wow. See, I know the heat death one, I know that one, but I'd never heard of the big rip. That sounds much more fun.
It does, right? The whole universe just pulling itself apart. It's so cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Let's not have it happen anytime soon, but I like that.
No, this is billions of years away. We don't need to worry about it just yet. But the cool thing is, we don't know if we're heading towards a heat death or a big rip. It could be either.
I have a question about the universe expansion and the correlation with human consciousness, mainly the imagination, and how most of our ideas, from what I hear, I don't know if this is actually true, but our thoughts create ripples in space and time. They just go out like a vibratory frequency, like an antennae, right? We're all antennaes. Does all of us, the billions of us on this planet, is that what's creating the universe expanding?
So generally we think the problem here is that humans are just so ridiculously small and insignificant when compared to the size of the universe, that anything we do cannot really have any effect on the universe itself. Okay. If you think just in our galaxy, there are billions and billions of stars, and every one of these stars could have planets around it. And our galaxy is one of billions and billions of galaxies out there that we've been able to observe. It's just like we're such a small, tiny part of the universe that there's not really anything we can do to affect the universe as a whole. Even the solar system doesn't have any impact on the universe as a whole. So it's just like we're just this tiny, insignificant speck of carbon. And yet we're able to look around the universe and figure out what's going on out there, which is absolutely incredible.
That's amazing.
It's a really fun topic to think about, though.
SwiftBeats has a question for you, CS. What do you think of Strata VR?
I think of Strata VR. I honestly know nothing about Strata VR. I'll do a quick Google search and get back to you.
Look at that. Okay, one more for you, Doctor, because we're never going to run out of things to ask. So I heard the other day, I think I heard this right, that if I jump up and land, this is a gravity question, which I don't know how far afield this would be from your field, but this is a gravity question. If I jump up and then I land back on the Earth, I actually move the Earth ever so slightly away from me. Would that be true?
Yeah, so it's such a small, insignificant amount, but this is something we know from Newtonian physics, that every action has its equal and opposite reaction. So if you push on the table is also pushing on you. So in the same way that if you jump on the planet, you are going to do a small amount of force. Now, you're never ever going to be able to move it because you're this tiny little human on this giant planet. So you're never going to be able to do anything real to it. But there is this exchange of forces. So in the same way, when the Earth pushes you to like hold you up, you're also pushing on the Earth. It is always a fun question of what would happen if everybody jumped at exactly the same time.
And that would be absolutely nothing, probably.
Absolutely nothing, I think, is the answer.
Yeah,
Because
I think so too.
I heard something interesting about Chuck Norris, though. When he does push-ups, he's not pushing his body away from the planet. He's actually pushing the planet away from him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There you go.
Anyone can do it, you know?
SwiftBeat says, finally, I found something C.S. Murphy doesn't know. LOL, joking. But yes, SwiftBeats, you can quiz me all day long and you'll find plenty that I don't know about. Feel free. Yeah, for sure. I am just entirely fascinated by cooking VR and cosmology. You're a physicist, and do you have a specialty in cosmology, or did I just catch you on Cosmology Day?
No, my speciality is cosmology. So my bachelor's degree is in physics. My master's degree is in astroparticle physics and cosmology. And my PhD is in cosmology. So gradually getting more and more specialized. So I am a theoretical physicist, but I focus on cosmology.
Oh, wow. That's like
That's
the
amazing.
coolest. I think only 2% of people in the world are PhDs, and that only about how many theoretical physicists do you think there are?
Probably a couple of thousands.
Wow, that's a pretty exclusive club. So, like, have you been at CERN before or anything like that? Like, worked there or anything?
I was just thinking, a couple thousand is probably just in terms of cosmology. If we look at all the theoretical physicists, we're probably up to about 30, 40, maybe 50,000. But I'm really guessing these numbers here.
Yeah. I never definitely kind of thought about that either. Have you ever, like I was telling you, I I engaged, much to my wife at that time chagrin, Dr. Kip Thorne in like a 10-minute conversation, and hogged the whole audience. But have you encountered? Well, let me say this too. I mean, have you encountered anybody that you have looked up to, or have you encountered anybody that you're just kind of go fangirl on when you've met them? Has any of that happened so far?
Yeah, that actually happened once, and then I got into a physics debate with them. That was fun. So to answer the first question, I've never worked at CERN. I actually applied for a job at CERN at some point, but didn't work out. But I've never worked at CERN. A lot of physicists actually haven't worked at CERN. So
I would imagine, yeah.
Spread out all over the world. But the good thing is we have these international conferences, and sometimes you get people turn up and you think, whoa, I've read like all of their papers and all of their books, and now they're here. And it is kind of a starstruck moment when you meet people like that. And I've also been able to meet some Nobel Prize winners like that. And it's always that moment of, should I go say hi? And then you just get over that and walk up like, hi, I work on this topic, nice to meet you. And usually everyone's super friendly and happy to chat. So I think every young scientist gets starstruck at some conference, like, oh my God, this person's here. And then we go chat to them and realize that they're just like us. And it's always good fun.
That is good.
It is fun to meet those people.
That's why in the interviews, there's a lot of reasons. If you guys are doing interviews or you're starting to get into doing interviewing, I definitely recommend you do a pre-interview. Deanna and I did it. Don't make it too long, because you'll have all the fun there, but make it long enough to kind of get to know somebody. But the nice thing about the pre-interview for me is I can fanboy like crazy in the pre-interview and get it all out of my system before we do the live interview. So yeah, I have just been so lucky to be able to talk to so many amazing and interesting people, and the power of this network. I want to talk about the power of this network for a little bit while I have these three amazing people here and all these amazing people in the chat. HAPS is still in beta, and what that means is, occasionally there's a hiccup or two, but what it also means is the power of this platform has not even begun to be unleashed. This is kind of an exclusive club. We're very, very much kind of insular here, right? We tend to be in the same groups. We connect with the same people. There's only, I'm not going to guess how many actual users there are every month, but I think I have a pretty good idea probably, but it's not huge compared to some other things. And this platform, when it goes live, it's going to explode, and there's going to be just massive amount, I think, of people that will be on here, and there'll be so many new discoveries. And I want to make sure everybody kind of knows how this platform works. If you're on another platform, please come over to HAPS. If you're on Periscope, you need to come over to HAPS.
You have to change.
Right. And if you strictly just want to watch and view and maybe participate in the chat, one of the reasons that I really want you to come over here is because as this platform is getting put together on a lot of these platforms, this one included, you've got what's, everybody's always upset about the comment delay, the chat delay, right? What's coming for this platform, I can't say specifically, but it will blow your mind when everything is working the way that it's supposed to be working. It will be unlike anything anybody's ever seen. Now I sound like an evangelist, because I am, because this is an amazing network. And there's two kind of ways that you can support your creators here. You can give them a tip, which I've seen about 5 people do during this broadcast. And this is on Bobby's channel, but I am certainly happy to thank Mark S., Kim Carolina. Oh, my good friend, Kim Carolina, Robert Van Buren, Purple Paisley Planner. Oh, I like that. And J.A. is saying hi. So thank you for sending the tips. And you know what? That's just a way to say, hey, I like you. I like what you did. Great interview. It's just a way to, kind of thank the creator. And seriously, if you're just here and you never intend, you don't have some dream of being some giant new star or something like that, but you're just, you want to talk physics with Dr. Hooper and, and a small group of people, you can tip within this, because it's a currency. It's an economy that we need to keep going, right? We want money flowing into that system. The folks at HAPS, when they give you an award, it's coming out of their pocket. It's not like they have a bank of coins that they are, that they are giving. They actually are paying for those coins too. And I really like that because they're helping sustain the economic system here. Then if you really do have plans and you're going to be on here a lot and you've got a good idea, I would make sure you have a really good idea and flush that out. And if you got an idea and you want to be a broadcaster, hit me up, DM me. I'd love to flesh out your idea with you. And you could say, the heck with you, Revolution. My idea is good. I'm going to do it on my own. Then do it on your own too. But you can then become a VIP, or if you're a journalist that, has met some qualifications, you can become a verified journalist. There are a couple of other things that you can do too. But when you do that, then you can get sponsors. And not to be like bragging, everybody on here a VIP, or you just started, Dr. Hooper?
Yeah, I'm a VIP since like 3 days ago.
And oh, good, fantastic. CS, I'm sure you are, and Ann, I'm sure you are, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the VIPs, you can sponsor them. I am not shy to talk about sponsoring me. I need 7 more $5 sponsorships for the week. I have a goal of 10 $5 sponsorships every week. You can sponsor any one of these people by going to their profile. And I like to tell people, if it's $1, if it's $5, just go make somebody's day. Somebody that you like. I guarantee you, I don't care if they have 10,000 sponsors or one sponsor. If you go sponsor them, they will be thrilled with that and how much they appreciate that. So sponsor people to support the network, buy coins to support the network, buy coins to support each other. And wow, Bobby's back. We have just had a barrel of monkeys full of fun, Bobby. And welcome back.
Hi guys, I'm sorry. I'm like gone for like an hour. I had an interview because I'm supposed to join somebody on their podcast and give an interview for a TV show and a magazine. So I had this hour-long chatting, but the time goes, oh, look at the pussycat.
Yeah, I was going to ask, yes, who is that?
This is my furry pal, Pen.
I
He's
like
my
Pen.
producer.
You're a producer?
Yep.
Is that named after Penn Jillette or you're something else?
No, well, pen with only one N, but like I like brush pens and artistic pens
nice.
and things like that. So I named him Pen. It's a good
So
boy.
I see ladies here. Hello, Anne. Hello, Diana. How are you?
Hi.
Awesome to have you here. Look at Rev. Rev is like, boom, doing it, baby. He's like, poop, poop, poop.
Hey, I had to be able to do it like you do as best I could. I couldn't let you down. You put us in charge here,
You are a pro, and guess what? I was talking about you on my phone call. I said I have a guy with a sexy voice right in there, and is talking and taking over, and is doing an amazing job. And we're running the R&B show. And she says, I'm very interested to know more. So I was giving her the rundown on our show, and I said, but it's going to be very limited, only 4 guests each month. So if anybody is listening and you are a brand that want to sponsor our R&B show, I'm putting it out there to the universe. We are open for offers. And so we're going to have sponsors to sponsor the channel, and only 4 guests, very, very important guests each month. We're going to choose wisely. So it's not Tom, Dick, and Harry, but it's going to be one at a time. Either Tom, either Dick, either Harry.
And I want you to know too, with we're not going to let sponsor, we're not going to take sponsors that make some crappy product or something. You know what I mean? It's everything that we bring to you is going to be, something that, we think you would enjoy, or is, top of the line, because,
One of the things that we use. If I don't know my
Yep.
stuff, nobody's coming to my show, okay?
Exactly.
Unless I know your stuff, your thing, what you're selling, what you're doing. None of us, we both in the same page. But R&B stands for the music, of course, R&B, but it stands also for Rev and Bobby Show. Can you say your voice, please?
And yes, we're going to be on Saturdays at 8 p.m. GMT, I believe, 2 p.m. Central Time, the R&B show with Revolution and Bobby. I am so looking forward to doing
Ooh.
this
Sounds
show,
interesting.
and I'm going to go down into my low residence and start to try and seduce everybody out there and bring you to the program. So yes, we're very excited to do the
Can
program.
you bring your voice like a notch down, so make it more like kind of sensual for the ladies that's gonna follow us? Hello. This
I
is-
going down and lower. I'm at about a point as I can get. This is about as low as my voice gets right now.
Oh, maybe
but,
you have to come closer to your mic. And this is Rev and Bobby.
Revan, right. And actually, you're just going to get an hour and a half of me trying to talk in a very sexy manner. So please come join us. I will definitely be attracting, lots of people that are drawn to the husky sounds of Revolution McInnes.
Yeah. Don't forget to turn the subwoofers on.
Right.
And
Blow the doors out.
I'm gonna try really hard not to laugh like a hyena. I'm gonna keep my ASMR voice in check
Right.
and sound like the piano man.
Yeah, I'm just going to be reading science fiction for 2 hours in a very.
Oh dear.
And
So
then he.
I don't see no comments. Are anybody seeing comments?
I haven't seen any comments actually for a little while. We were having so much fun.
About 7 minutes.
Oh, hold on. Did you make everybody leave? Because you're just having so much fun on
Wow.
your own.
Yeah, I've been fired, everybody. Boom.
Okay.
I'm going to head off. I jumped on
Deanna.
spontaneously, but I'm going to head off. It was great to chat
Thank
to
you.
Why are you heading off? Where do
Because
you
I want to go get a bowl of ice cream I was planning on getting about an hour ago.
I want some ice cream.
I want ice
I
cream.
want some ice cream. I not just want coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to get
Deanna,
ice cream
thank
and then
you.
disconnect for the evening.
But thank you for popping in. I'm sorry I wasn't here. I'm gonna have to watch replay of my own broadcast.
I'm happy to jump in again at another time. It was great to be here.
I'll see you
Lovely to
Sunday.
have you here.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
I
I'm
can
gonna have to
see
shoot
you.
off as well, I'm afraid.
Life of Chefs is here. So, hello. Ha ha ha. I am here. Can you read my comment? Yes, I can. It's so funny though to see C.S. Murphy's background, because he's not on OBS. So now we can see your green screen.
We know
Hey,
his
Oh, I
secret.
could be though.
hold on. Welcome to my world. There is my green screen.
There, how's this? Is this better?
Oh,
No.
there you go.
So what I do, I
like
kind of put it here, but I have so many paintings. It's so uncomfortable. And last time, right, it fell on my head. So I'm like, during broadcast, pushing with my head like this because the whole thing, just fell out. Yeah, but you see how good that is? It's so funny. But mine keeps falling off because I have so many paintings. I mean, like, as I said, look at that, right? Where am I going to glue in a freaking green screen in there? So I have to paint it and all that stuff until we get our own studio for the R&B show when we get.
Oh, I like that. Can I fly on the supersonic jet over to London each week and do the show with you?
You know what? I'd rather come in the States, but we both have to kind of go in LA. Oh, no. You know what? Stuff that. Let's go Caribbean, so we go in the sunshine.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Halfway.
that's fine.
No?
Yeah, we should do it. We should do it from the beach. I'm all in.
Oh.
CS,
Oh
let me ask
my-
you a quick question.
Our little shack by the beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaven. Oh,
Well, I think so. Bobby and I will be escaping to Bora Bora next week for our second show, and you guys enjoy it here. We're gonna just do it from the
I'm
beach.
leaving too. We are talking so much. That's why. And it's like I'm not getting a word edge.
Oh, Anne, I'm sorry.
going.
No, that's not the case at all. But I've got things to do before I head to. I'm having an early night tonight.
Oh,
I got-
okay.
I got
Yeah,
pretty
I
late
know.
last night.
Great to
Well,
see you, Anne.
Thank you for the
Just stopping by.
invitation, Rev. And I'll
Oh, you're very welcome.
I'm not going to watch your show on Saturday because I'm not home, but I'll watch the replay.
Are you
Yeah,
going somewhere
R&B.
nice on Saturday?
I'm going to my friend's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Happy birthday to your friend.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Very nice.
That's
Hey,
good.
CS, real
So-
quick. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ann. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say hello. No, not hello. I was going to say goodbye.
Goodbye, Anne. Have a great evening.
And take care.
Thank you. And you too.
Good seeing you.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Look at me, all
Hey, Kim.
fanboying on CS Murphy here. Do you, CS, I've got a friend, DevCat, and she desperately wants to use her green screen. She's coming over from Periscope, but she's not
Okay.
like OBS enabled and stuff. But could we get a little maybe tutorial from you at some point and help her get her green screen
Yeah,
set
man.
up?
I can help too, yeah.
Oh, good.
See?
Okay, good.
It's easy. Easy. I mean,
Okay.
Easy.
look. There we go. We're on OBS. All you do, she's got OBS already, right?
No, she doesn't, but we can work her through that. So
Oh, okay. No. It will have to be proper from the OBS. Probably, yeah, I'll let CS Murphy will explain in his, but I have done a tutorial on the hubs, and people were asking about OBS. I'm going to put something together for OBS as well, but I know that CS Murphy has. You did something, but where? In your channel or on the hubs? Where did you do the OBS thing?
I was interviewed by Peter and Pablo maybe a month and a half
Yeah. Okay.
ago or so. So it's on my feed, and it's also
Pablo's? Oh, and he left. Oh, and he's back.
we got disconnected there for a second. You guys still there?
Yeah, we
We're
can
here.
see you. Yeah, we
We're
can
here.
see.
All right.
Oh, I can also hear myself.
Kind of glitched out there for a second.
Yeah, for a second. I don't hear myself now. And you got very nice voice too, CS Murphy. I like your voice.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. I don't know if it's like that posh. I must get a posh mic. I mean, I got a dodgy one right here. This is from eBay. Look, you know them eBay mics? This is me. Everybody got Rode and all that crap. Look at me. I'm going to have to show you. This is what you get on eBay.
Oh, wow. Wait, are those kitchen tongs or is that a microphone? I can't tell.
It looks like tongs that I like straighten my hair.
Curling
Oh,
iron or hair
that-
straighteners.
And I also have one of these, but I never made use of this. This is for interviewing people. So I put one in mine and I put one on yours, but I never
Mhm.
got close to people because we are on lockdown. So let me just
Right.
plug one on yours when I talk. But yeah, I used it the other day. I don't know, one day. And I haven't used it in this new thingy, a new mic computer. But let's see. Oh, bloody hell. Don't you just hate this? This is why I hate anything with leads. I get so frustrated that I want to cut them off. I have to call my son and, honey, can you do it, please? I'm going mental. It's like with iPhone. You get the iPhone leads, like the earphones, and then you stick them for 1 second in your pocket. Next thing is like this. It's not funny.
Well, that's why I got the wireless headphones, because it was just driving me a little batty every time I would, step up and try to step away. And like I said, they really have helped. But as far as audio quality goes, for everybody out there that wants to jump onto HAPS and start your own broadcast, I would say out of everything you can do, other than having the incredible equipment that CS Murphy has, is your audio is probably your most important thing.
Sorry, it's I kind of got distracted. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh, is that Helen's comment
I
there?
kept thinking of it's
Yeah.
all semi-erect. She says.
That would be Helen, no question.
So I got very distracted. She wins comment of the night. Welcome, Helen.
Yay.
It's semi-erect, and she's correct. It's just a semi. I don't know how that works. So let's.
It's after dark in London, everybody.
Let's
I guess.
semi-erect mic. Now let's see. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Any difference?
I didn't notice any.
I didn't
Can you hear
either.
me? Can you hear
now
me?
it just yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
now-
you. We
How
hear you.
was that? Yeah, but when I stuck that, I
not the
couldn't
same.
hear you. Where did I stick that then? What the fuck?
Oh, I love you,
I
Bobby.
get it. When I stick it there, okay. So that's
Oh, you
only
can't hear
for
us?
microphones. It's not for microphone.
Yeah,
Hmm.
how many little rings around the metal thing, the male portion of the plug there? How many little black rings are on there?
Tip sleeve.
Tip sleeve. Yeah. How many little?
On my computer, do you mean?
No, on the end of the microphone that you plug into your computer. Just look at the tip of it. There'll be little black rings. How many is
Yeah,
there? Just two?
Yeah, there's
Three.
two there.
Three.
There's three? Then that's
Yeah.
for a microphone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've downloaded OBS before, but it was really confusing. Lorena, there are so many unbelievably good tutorials for OBS. I learned on tutorials, and I'll be honest with you, I had to watch the first few several times to even figure out what the heck they were talking about. But I'm self-taught on tutorials, OBS. My gosh, you never have to spend money on anything. There's the other thing about this, of the network of now too, multicasting. I'm not sure how many actual streams we can have at a time, but I've got 6 running right now for free. And if you wanted to use Restream.io or something like that, to do 6 right now would probably cost me near $100. So, if you want to multicast, this is the place to do it, and it doesn't cost you anything.
Hello,
Absolutely.
Ramsey Thornton. Hello, and congratulations on reaching the 1 million views. Whoop whoop.
1 million views. That is crazy incredible.
That is the number 2 person on Hubs to reach the 1 million. So who is gonna be the third? Woo! Who is it? The third? Hey,
I wonder
hey.
who's in
Quarter
third
of the way
place
there.
right now. Are you? Yeah, I guess I've got. I'm not going to be the third, but I'm.
No, neither will I.
I've got a couple 100,000 so far, and I'm very excited about making new connections with people, and so that is a whole lot of fun. But yeah, 1 million and 1.5 million, that's a lot.
Yeah. And Lindsay's right as well. YouTube has tons of OBS walkthroughs. And just to give you guys some tips as far as doing your own research before you pull all of your hair out and consult us or go on a YouTube tutorial, it's really important that you get the verbiage right. So if they're talking about displays and you're having issues trying to find a way to get your monitor on your computer to show up through OBS so that you can project that onto a live streaming network, you got to use the right terminologies, and 9 times out of 10, there is 10,000 answers to your question on YouTube. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I think that I agree. And it is, it's not that, I mean, I've got it on right now. I haven't actually I'm using the virtual cam because I use my iPhone 8 for my camera, but I haven't actually started to incorporate much OBS because there is, a decent amount of things here on the broadcast studio. I know it's, going to get better and better. But I definitely will be incorporating, more on OBS, and it's just not that, I mean, serious guys, I'm not a tech person. It's just not, it looks daunting, but it's really not. You could learn it. If I can learn it, everybody can learn it. Yes. Kim Carolina says, congratulations to Bobby as well. Yes. Bobby's been here a while at the network here at the platform.
End of October. I've been here end of October.
Yeah.
I wasn't streaming in the beginning, right? So pretty much I just had an October, end of October. So until November, mid of November, I only had a couple of streams pretty much. I just did like a walkabout in Kingston or here and there because the screen was vertical. They hadn't added the landscape view. And because they added that because I asked, you see, because I said I can't do our tutorials unless the landscape is there. And within like a week and stuff, they just wanted me to You know, I kept saying different things, come up with things, you know, and they just kept bringing them on. I'm like, okay, now I can move because everything I'm suggesting, they bring in, you know, making it possible. So I thought, okay, I'll stay. So yeah, no, pretty much I just did a few like here and there, and I keep getting, you know, how you receive these emails. Well, hello, you haven't streamed for like a week. When will we be able to see you next? When is you going to be next broadcast? So I keep getting these messages, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and do something. And I did kind of, I don't know, drawing or what have you. But my life changed when I kind of got the landscape view, and they added, you know, how the broadcast studio was. And I learned about broadcast studio and sharing videos and stuff. So I was sharing videos and replays and stuff from my Periscope. And once I got more organized and I got my new computer and all that, now is life changing because it's the quality of the camera is better, the quality of audio is better, and everything. So I thought I'm going to bring myself, you know, level up a bit. Boom, boom. So got the artist group going and collaborations, and thought of getting more guests in for my coffee chat, because yes, I know people love my coffee chats, but just chatting with me all the time, I know it would get boring sometime, guys. You know, we had 6 years of it. So I thought maybe I could use my platform to highlight other people's achievements and their life story, and giving a platform to people to just share their knowledge with my community and with the wide world web, pretty much, because there's so many platforms you share from hubs that you reach potentially so many people, and that is cross promotion as well, because you invite other people and they share. And so I think hubs is awesome. I was told early today, so Chocolate Johnny was telling me that well, also isn't you, and you're not OBS. Yes, I am on OBS right now. Hello. So yeah, pretty much. Chocolate Johnny was telling me that Instagram is doing Insta Live now, that you can bring people in, right? And he said, oh, it could be a little bit of a competition with hubs and all that. Oh, okay. And I'm like, no, it's not, because still you can bring people from Instagram. You're not going to be able to multi-stream to all platforms. And I never liked IG anyway. So that is not going to impact me at all. So yeah. Hey, so we've been on for 2 hours 17. Hold on, I'm trying to. Yeah, I know.
Time flies when you're having fun, for sure, for sure. The CS Murphy, what do you got coming up? Like, when's your next broadcast, buddy?
Whenever I got off this. I'm just kidding. No, it's going to go on at 12, but, you know, I'm enjoying the conversation and the company, so I figured I would just stick around. You know, I don't have anything scheduled yet. It's just Monday and Tuesdays are my scheduled HAPS performances, but I'll jump on at some point. I've got a weird kind of piece that I'm working on in VR that I'll continue to do a little bit later on. But yeah, I should be on in about an hour or so.
Cool. Yeah.
And I just got your message. Cool. I'm so sorry about the late reply here on HAPS, but I was looking through my Twitter yesterday and I got your invite to go on your show. I don't normally get messages on Twitter, which is why I didn't respond promptly. But yes, let's set that up for sure as well.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Look how comfortable you look there. You know, today I have jeans on, so I can't put my top. So I'll be cool staying like that. But usually I'm in my pajamas. So I got my star or llama pajamas usually. So
I want llama pajamas.
Yeah, I have a llama pajamas. It's so funny that Hubs has llama and my birth animal is llama. So it's, kind of... It's meant to be this marriage with Hubs, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, I
it's
will. I would admit, and I want to tell all the men out there that the women have been keeping a secret from you, and it is the secret called tights. Hey, Google, stop. It's called tights, or I don't know what they're actually called. Like, because I use them for my biking, right, to keep my legs warm. So I wear like the tights. Yeah, like spandex. I wear them everywhere now. Like they're better than pants. I don't care what you think I look like. This is like the best invention ever to wear these tights. They're they're just to run in, to bike in, and actually my son was like, you forgot to put pants on over your tights, Dad. I'm like, oh yeah, going to the grocery store. We went to the grocery store. I said, you know what? I don't care. These things are so comfortable, so versatile. So, gentlemen, get yourself some tights and enjoy life more.
Yeah.
Yeah, leggings. Yes.
Leggings. That's what they're called. Leggings. Thank you,
I
Badges.
don't wear leggings though. I don't. If I'm wearing any kind of leggings, would be the leather ones. So that's it. Or leather
wow.
look like kind of leggings, but
Right.
I don't.
Right.
So did I say birth animal? It's spirit animal, Helen. Yes, spirit animal, not my birth animal, because I wasn't born in a manger. What a freaking yeah, my spirit animal. Sometimes when I'm so passionate, I lose the train of thought and my words would mingle. But hey, English is not my first language. Maybe that's what my brain said, but you have to understand, if English is your first language, that by me saying birth animal would be the spirit animal. But yeah, I read that you said, so I thought, hold on, did I say birth animal? No, it's spirit animal.
I'm jumping off for 30 seconds to help the young man. You need some leg warmers, and you can reenact Flashdance. Know it, and we'll do it for a $1,000 donation to your favorite charity. I dance on camera. Never going to happen. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Rev, what if I buy you some Uggs?
If you what?
What if I purchase you some Uggs to go along with your spandex?
Maybe, but you're going to have to spend 70 grand on new knees too, which I'm going to have to get done one of these days. So
listen, the spandex are rubbish and all them corsets are rubbish. I have tried them all. You cannot breathe. I telling you, they are, and there are some that they come up to here. I don't know. Ladies, do you agree? So, okay, now at the moment, I'm sitting with my jeans that my zipper is open because otherwise I can't breathe. But the same thing goes with the corsets. So they are like spandex kind of thing. So some of them come up to here because you can cover your tummy up to here. They are so rubbish because you just move about a couple of times and it rolls all the way down, so it's cutting you right here and your tummy is bulging. It's so horrible. Oh my God,
Totally feel you, Bobby. Does the same with me.
I'm telling you, no, you're very fit, but you know what, for women the struggle is freaking real. I've tried all of that, and when you have a baby, right, it's the worst thing. You left with this flub, like the belly. It's looking like you cry. The first time you see your belly after you give birth, you cry because you horrified. You think, because I had a 6-pack and I'm left with this floppy belly, and you think you're going to be like left with this shit for the rest of your life. Although, it comes back. It goes for a bit if you exercise. And now it comes back. But the struggle is real. Let me see. It's true. It's impossible to breathe in a corset, especially a proper bone. I'm telling you, I have all of them. Okay. I am obsessed with corsets, but the vintage one. I've bought corsets 150, 250 quid, but the nice ones that you go pulled like, and anyway, but these ones that you put under your clothes to kind of keep you like thin and all that, you can breathe. And think about, some of them are so tight, and if you want to go to the loo, have a pee, you're going to stay 20 minutes just taking the damn corset out and getting that shit on. If you have sweated, And then you have to come out of the toilet, holding your corset, rolling it out, because you probably didn't even bring a bag in, in the toilet with you. So under there, because you can't even put it on back, you sweat it in the club. So I'm like, you're walking like that, going back and shoving it in your bag a little bit. Come on, guys, tell me I am wrong. Come on, tell me I'm wrrong.
I don't know. Every time I wear a
Ladies
corset, I
out
feel the same way. I have a trick though. I just tighten my stomach really, really hard, and then it just goes, just comes undone.
I have no idea how to contribute to this topic. Yeah, he is, but then again, I don't know. CS may have a
I
wife.
tried, Lindsay.
I don't know. Are you married, CS?
I'm not. No,
You have a girlfriend,
I have a girlfriend though. Yes.
but she would know about corsets.
Yes, she would. Yep, absolutely.
Precisely. You never seen your girlfriend's corset?
I've seen them. Yes.
Precisely. So you know what we're talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because pretty much what you do, you go hug her from behind and you tell her, baby, you do not need the corset. You are perfect just the way you are. And she says, get away from me. Of course I need the corset because I want to look even more fabulous than I am. Because I know how it goes. I am told the same. I still wear the damn corset and then I take it off like at the first loo I like going into. So yeah, that's how it is.
It's so overcomplicated, you ladies, though. I mean, you have to buy a corset and breathe in and stuff. Like, just, I for one, just personally speaking, I like a woman with a little bit of meat on their bones, a lot of skinny chicks. To me, I feel need to eat a sandwich or two. But, the whole cultural outlook on how women are supposed to think, act, and feel about their bodies, and the whole consumeristic approach between, like advertisements to go, you don't look this right. You should wear this. You don't smell right. Take this. You don't feel right in here. Take this. It's a lot of BS.
Yeah, but until you accept like yourself, I don't wear no more, no corsets, no. I mean, I never wear a bra either. That's why I wear my little Bobby Becker little apron. That's not because I want to show off that is artist Bobby Becker. It's because I'm hiding my droopy boobs pretty much. I wear that and you probably go, I can't breathe with a bra, and it's a wonder bra with a freaking wire underneath. It cuts you. I can't breathe. Paint in 3 hours with a brown. Have you had a brown for 3 hours straight? You got, yeah, I have it now and I'm like dying. I keep popping it up a little bit like that. So pretty much us women suffer a lot. So you guys should be more accepting. Even if we have wobbly bits, you say, I love your wobbly bits, baby. I love you just the way you are, with a wobbly or no wobbly.
Yesterday.
Burn the bra and eat a sandwich. Yes.
Exactly. I'm telling you. Exactly. Pretty much. It's like all women. I don't think like, when we are in a home setting, we care much. First thing, any woman, she's going to be a liar if she says first thing she come out of home, takes the shoe off. First thing is like, and get that strap, the bra off, and we're magical. We don't even bother getting changed. We go and click, get it out of our sleeve, pop it up, and phew, chuck it just wherever, on top of the couch, wherever. But that we don't even get change. We are magic how we just get off that bra. I came to the right. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, Michelle.
This is the how to remove your bra tutorial. You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
now, Bobby, you're supposed to use one finger now. I've got mine on right now. It's like a quick little, how does that work?
Well,
something like that.
What? I have even listen. First thing, a dad or a mom. I don't know how close you are with your sons, but and daughters, but the sons particularly. You have to teach your son is how to unhook a bra like a pro. Click, pow, it comes up. So you have to find what the overlapping. So you're not going to go straight there. How do you unhook, stay there, because it's annoying for the girl and annoying for the boy. So you have to teach them life skills to the children, how to unhook the bra within split seconds, because you never
microseconds for me. It's just like Bam.
Precisely.
It's been on my top 10 list for decades.
I mean, back in the days when I was dating, when I was young, you know, it'd be so fast. Wait, what happened? Yeah. So anyway, but it was consensual. Please, seriously, we were dating. So, hi, all three of my favorites on the screen. Oh, Michelle,
Michelle, do you want to come? Is your neighbor?
Yeah.
Is your neighbor doing anything today? And I don't mean nothing dodgy. Is your neighbor doing?
And you have it on film.
Yeah.
Yes.
And drilling today. Well, yesterday he was doing drilling, the neighbor. But yeah, pretty much. Listen. This is Coffee Chat with Friends. And when I do Coffee Chat with Friends, that means anything goes. We chat about everything. And these are topics of real life, okay? Wobbly bits. You missed the wobbly bits, Rev, but we were talking about wobbly bits, which is like a little bit of fat here and there kind of thing. And we are accepting. And with the coronavirus going on for a couple of years now, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we have a lot of those wobbly bits. So, yeah. We're discussing those because this is life. We have to discuss everything. And that's what we've been talking about. Teach the children well. You know, you have to. My neighbor has his bandsaw out. Is it? Oh, dear. No. I feel like jesting about your erect microphone derailed. I know.
Yeah.
It was
That was your fault, Helen.
all Helen's fault for winning the night with that half erect microphone comment she did. And then from microphone we got a spandex to wobbly bits and everything else.
How many cookies are in the universe?
Right. Well, I'm dead. I'm dead, says Michelle. Yeah, I know. I mean, it doesn't get any more fun than this, folks. You know,
I love
we're having a blast.
How CS is just chilling there, his feet up in the air, you know what? Let's just chill. You know, this is what it's about. Hey, welcome to my home. Make yourself home.
Hey.
Yeah, just like get your feet on the table. Yeah, what's up, dude? It's just poor Rev. Rev is always very professional right there with his headphones and all that stuff. You know, I'm tapping my head. I'm doing tapping.
And actually quickly too, because I was about to mention it for folks when we were talking about before the erect microphone or the semi-erect microphone came up. I was going to mention that a really good mic so here's a big mistake people make. Again, I think audio is your most important thing. You can get away with a camera that's not quite as good if you spend a little money on the audio. I think that's a little, that's my personal opinion. But if you want a modestly priced microphone, if you run out and buy $100 microphone, it's going to be omnidirectional. Sound's going to come from everywhere. Your kid's walking around. It'll drive you crazy. But if you spend I think it's $230 American, so save up a little and get the Rode Procaster, a mic like that. That's like a cardioid, it's got a pattern this mic does where you basically took right down the middle of it. That's where it gets the sound. It doesn't get much sound from the front or from behind you or from the side. It's directional. You want a directional microphone. That's going to make a huge difference. I need to put some sound deadening stuff in here, but I can get away with it with this microphone.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it depends. Like my camera, the Logitech C922 it's got a good mic. My computer has, I'm not into, I don't know how I am so loud. I think that if I have a mic, people will run off, I don't know. How is my audio? Is my audio really bad that I don't have a mic?
No, your audio's not. Your audio's fine. It's not. You've got a lot of like stuff in your office, so that deadens the sound, right? I mean, what you want to do is
what stuff?
Well, no, yeah, what stuff? All the stuff behind you that is, so you just don't have blank walls. Your books, your pictures, and everything that helps absorb the sound, so it doesn't reflect back out. So, no, your audio is fine. Yes, says Helen. No, your audio is fine, but it's very noticeable when somebody's audio isn't, fine. But yeah, yours, it's going to be annoying for people. But yeah, Helen said it. Yours is just fine.
Yeah, I think the audio on my Logitech is really good. And when I'm
Mhm.
streaming art tutorials, I always turn on because I can either have my computer one or, the building or from the phone, from the computer, freaking camera. So I would set the camera because I'm closest to the camera when I'm doing art, right? So it's just here. My camera is right here and it picks up the voice. But then I figure out that it's so loud. I hope people put the voices down. And then I had to turn it off, from the settings because it's so loud. And I find my audio really loud. And I'm scared if I get like a proper, like posh, like mic, it will be like too loud for people. I don't know. Hello from Sacramento. Well, hello, Kevin. How are you? Welcome.
What's up, Kevin?
Oh, he muted himself.
But yeah, I agree. I think the microphone is more important than the video or the camera itself.
Yeah,
It's just-
no, I mean,
well,
like, yes, it is good, the audio, but for me, I need to look good as well. I need to have a good camera to showcase my artwork. So it made this huge difference because I would broadcast from my phone on Periscope and it was dodgy. As soon it was like I got the Logitech, it's like HD is really good and the quality is for art, showcasing step by step. You need a good camera.
Hmm.
So it
what
depends
camera
what
are you using now,
do.
Bobby?
Pardon?
What camera are we viewing you
I am
with right
using Logitech HD
now? Okay,
C922.
gotcha.
So this is for live streaming and it's
Mhm.
very good quality. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
I
Logitech.
do have a Canon that I could use next door, but it's so big and setting up, and my studio is small. I wouldn't want this works perfectly fine and it has very high quality kind of, and it is made for live streaming. So it's the posher one of the Logitechs. It's proper for live streaming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camera matters for details with art. Yes. You made it to Hobbs, California boy. Oh, hold on. Who is Kevin? Kevin is California boy. Who is Kevin? Introduce us. Hi. Can you read April? Hi. Can you read April 21? Oh, sweetie, were you waiting? April 21? Of course I can read April 21.
That's cute. Guys, I have a hard out right now. I've got to bounce
You
and
have
get
a
my
what?
phone going. A hard out, which means I got to go now.
Oh, bloody hell. Mate, you
But
just
it's,
scared me. That
that's-
sounded very wrong, C.S. Martin.
No, a hard out means, yeah.
Can you
Hey.
say that is a naughty
Sorry about
thing
that.
you just said?
Yes.
No,
and-
not really.
and-
Well, it depends on your mind, right?
Yes.
Well,
Well,
my mind is very dirty and my imagination runs
Note
wild.
taken.
I mean, like, she kind of just said one sentence, half erect microphone, and my mind was racing. I didn't hear nothing that Rev said after that.
well, I have a hard out too. I got to go
Oh,
too,
cool.
but ask Helen about the way that I handled my microphone one day. Well, that one got a lot of views, but I got to go as well, Bobby. So awesome. Great conversation earlier in the day. I look forward to talking to you soon. CS, great to see you again. Thank you,
Likewise, sir.
everybody.
Thank
for
you
watching.
so much, guys, for being here. I am going to read the April 21 because I feel bad. And then I'm going to end this too because I have a phone call right now. My sisters are calling, if you see. Is the Super Women Club, is me and my sisters, because that's what we are. And yeah, I'm going to take my night with that. And I have an IT guy that is going to take over my computer, install some programs on my new computer. So I'm going to get on with that. And it's 8, I don't know, probably will miss doing art tonight, take a chill, I don't know, or maybe go. I don't know what I'm going to do. But thank you so much, though, Rev and CS Murphy, for being here and running the show pretty much,
Well, thanks for letting us do it, Bobby, and much love to everybody. And I will see you all. This is a soft out, says Badges. And on that note, I'll see you guys all later.
Bye. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye. Okay, let's go to April 21st. Oprah Mauve, it says. Let me put the green screen kind of here, because now my thing become. So this is your color. And it says ambitious, deal maker, and stoic. If you were born in this day, knowledge is very important to you. You like to learn and relay information. You are persuasive, and people often like you and look to you for guidance. You are visual and have a good eye for beauty and art. Making deals and making social and being social may come easy to you. That's you. There we go. Okay, I'm off. My sisters are waiting for me. I have my IT guy meeting because otherwise he's never gonna install. I need the Office package because I got a MacBook Pro M1 chip, right? And I don't have no apps. Like I have all the Office, the Word, and Excel and stuff, and my Adobe suite and my other Mac, but I have nothing here. Okay, and now I'm stuffed because I can't do editing on my Photoshop. I can't do even write something on Word. So yeah, I am a little bit stuffed. So I needed help. So my sister is sorting that out for me. So with that said, love you all. Have a good evening. I don't know if, because it's 9 o'clock now. I don't know. Maybe it's too late. We already spend a lot of time and a little break from art. It's fine. But tomorrow night, 8 p.m. GMT, kind of like now, but an hour before now, I'll be having an amazing guest. So join me tomorrow night, please. I have Pitula, which is amazing makeup artist, a celebrity makeup artist. Join me live. So yeah, she's the makeup artist of Robin Roberts from Good Morning America on ABC for 15 years, but amazing lady, like beautiful soul. And she's going to inspire and uplift you. Okay, so join me then, 8 p.m. GMT. I'm going to put the schedule post. And on Saturday, I got another amazing guest at 8 p.m. GMT. Yeah, he's on another level. He's going to take you on a journey that you only dreamed of. Okay, with that said, big love. Stay blessed and take care of yourself and each other. Bye.